Welcome back to Let's Play Quest for Glory 1, So You Want to Be a Hero. So last we left off, we just finished talking to Wolfgang Abentur about all of his adventures. And I think that concludes all of our business here in the guild hall, so we shall leave and go see what else is going on around town. And he falls asleep, just like that. Must be nice. Oh, not click on the door. There we go. Alrighty, so the lady's not there anymore. That means probably about nighttime. Sunset approaches on day 1. Hey, I'm fast. When there isn't much going on the screen, I am fast. Alright. So if we go to the northern part of town, everything gone? Hey, she's still here. You can smell apples as you approach this corner.
Good day, and welcome to Spielberg. Would you like to buy some of my nice fresh fruits and vegetables?
And who are you? You see a charming young centaur with the upper torso of a teenager and the body of a filly. Let's talk to her. Name.
I am Hilde, daughter of Heinrich, Verdefferdern, the farmer. My father is a fine farmer. My father is Heinrich Verdefferdern. We have some land to the north of town. It isn't very big, but we grow many things. You should be here during harvest time. Then you shall see many fruits and vegetables.
Mother.
My mother has been dead for 6 years now. I still miss her.
Oh, that's too bad.
Thank you, but my father thinks I'm too young. He would not permit it. But perhaps next year...
Wait, what did I ask? I wasn't even looking. I asked her for a date. Well, that's cute. You can ask her for a date. Market.
This is where I sell things from my father's farm.
And all the same questions, minus the date question.
Vegetables. We have many kinds of French vegetables for sale today. There are carrots, rutabagas, parsnips, and potatoes right from the ground at 5 for silver. They are very good for you. We also have some apples.
Apples.
There are still some apples left from last season in the barrel. You may buy 10 for silver, since they are so small.
Carrots.
Carrots are my favorite vegetable. They are so crisp and sweet.
Rutabagas.
Rutabagas keep well over the winter months.
Parsnips.
Parsnips can be made into tasty pie.
This is true.
Turnips. Turnips are good if you cook them in stews.
Also true. Man, it's making me hungry. Alright, brigands.
They have twice robbed my father of his money, and they have tried to steal our food during this winter. That is because we farm outside of town. The brigands would not dare try that in the town. The sheriff would stop them fast.
Aw, you like the sheriff. Apples? These are a variety of vegetables for sale, and the shopkeeper is a centaur. Like there's a scale here. The scales are used to weigh the vegetables. Alright, and what else do we have around here? The dry goods? It is a simple but prosperous looking general store. It looks like it might provide some staples that would prove useful to a traveler, such as if an adventuring party asks you to join them. As if an adventuring party asks you to join them. Okay. You see a dry goods store through the window. What about this? The door is bolted. This house is the same color as the sheriff's office around the corner. And that's a little bit of a hint. This is actually the sheriff's house. The white picket fence surrounds a small yard. How quaint. It is a small stall used for daily sale of whatever local produce has not been confiscated by the brigands. Well, let's buy some from her. Let's get some apples. You carefully select 10 of the best apples from the barrel and pay Hilde a silver piece. Buy more. Let's buy more. And let's buy more. And let's buy more. Okay. That's probably enough. We have 50 apples. You have 50 small apples. Each weighs 0.2 pounds. I think it should be fine. Whoops. Stay awake. What am I looking for? This. We see our weight here. No. Okay. We can't tell how much we're carrying, but that's okay. Let's continue further to the north. Before it gets dark, I don't want to go into this tunnel. This grubby place must be an alley. It feels strange here, colder than the rest of town. There are some barrels discarded here. A beggar holds out a bowl towards you. Alms! Alms for the poor. Man, he looks horrible. A thin man with a very patched clothing holds out an empty bowl. It is the standard beggar's bowl every beggar is issued when he graduates from the accredited beggar school. Terrible. But yes, let's give him some alms. Thanks. You know, it's really tough trying to make a living begging in this town since the brigands started scaring all the trade away. This used to be such a nice place to live. My advice is that you not take up begging. It just doesn't pay. And don't go out at night. A beggar gets cash only when others get cash, and nobody's got much money around here now except maybe the brigands. This is true. There's honest work up at the Baron's castle, I hear, but begging's my business. Work. You can get a job cleaning the stable, I understand. It's great if you want to build up muscles or have a place to spend the night, but you won't get rich. I'd rather beg myself. Useless. Name. My name is Sam. I've lived here for 5 years now, and I think I'll be heading on once the pass clears of snow. There's supposed to be some good begging towns to the south. Nice talking to you. Alms. Alms for the poor. I heard Samaria is a good place to be. It's by the sea. Think I'll head there after this. That sounds nice. Spielberg. Understand this used to be a great place to be. Traders coming in and out, tourists coming and going, perfect begging conditions. Things were just starting to dry up about the time I got here. Just my luck. The brigands started getting tough. About time I got back to work. Alms for the poor, alms. Ah. Can I pay him more? Thanks. Yeah. Same thing. Traders. Traders used to stop here on the way to pick up cider, to pick up barrels of some special cider made here by some guy named Amblin. Supposed to be a joke? Amblin cider? Worst. Tourists used to come here regularly for a Spielberg cider festival. After the cider industry closed, not much point for the festival without the cider pot. Cider. I heard Amblin got scared of the brigands and decided to move away. I still remember the taste of his cider. It was so good. It was called Amblin Entertainment from Spielberg. That sounds familiar? I'll look that up later. Or post in the comments if you know if that's a joke or something. I feel like it should be. I have lots of luck. It's just that it's bad. Me too, buddy. Brigands. Rumor has it, someone smart took over, organized them, trained them. That sort of thing, maybe. Nowadays, no one's safe outside of town. Up to that time, the brigands were just pains. Dumb guys who sometimes tried to beat up traders outside of town. They sure hurt business. No one's getting rich but them. Night. I remember when people used to stroll around town after dark. There's a spell on Spielberg so that it glows at night. Now the only people out late are the thieves. And out of town, man, you don't dare be out there without a light when the sun goes down. The night gaunts will get ya. Night gaunts. About time I get back to work. Aw, really? I want to hear about the night gaunts. Aw, am I all out of money? Or no? Looks like you're about as broke as I am. Oh man, I am all out of money. What? Your money pouch is empty. Alright, well. What are night gaunts? A word of warning to you, don't drink the dragon's breath. We can't buy dragon's breath, so there's no way we can drink it. Whatever the dragon's breath is. Alright, well, let's take a look around. The butcher shop. The bakery shop. Oh, looks like it's starting to get dark. The night is still young on day 1. Alright, well, let's go into this tavern here. Oh, what was that glowy thing? The grimy window lets little light into this tavern. It smells like stale ale and other more unpleasant things. The floor is covered with dirt and the bar is sticky with beer. Smoke appears to be rising from the center cask behind the bar. To your right, 2 gamblers are playing cards. The bartender glares at you as you enter, and so does the ugly goon to the left. You get the impression that you are not welcome. Ugly goon, eh? This goon looks really tough and mean. He's not someone you want to fight, especially considering we're not a fighter. Bartender looks tough from his crew cut to his boots. The only thing soft about him is that his tattoo, which says Mama. That's a mighty unusual keg there. That must be the dragon's breath. I don't drink it. The butcher is wearing a blood-stained apron. He seems to be deeply involved in the game. The baker seems to be deeply involved in the game. They seem to be using old maid cards, but it looks like these guys aren't playing with a full deck. It looks like some kind of card game. Get it? You can't do much with that. Alright, well, who's this chum? So this is where the barber has lunch. That guy's had so much to drink he looks embalmed. The drunken barber at the end of the bar isn't in any shape to talk, at least not coherently. Well, let's save while we're here. Bar. Bartender's ignoring you. Maybe you better sit down first. What do you want? Get no response. Name. This is a bar. I serve drinks. You want a drink? Order one. You want answers to stupid questions? Get out! Nice guy. How about drinks? Ale, 1 silver. Troll sweat, 5 silver. Dragon's breath, 25 silver. Take your pick. Dragon's breath. It's the house specialty. Troll sweat. It'll go down real smooth. Sounds like it. Ale. Good for what ails you. Arrgh! Alright, how about the town? What do you think I am, a guide dog or something? Oh. Well, you do live here, don't you? This is the Acres and Eights Tavern, stranger. Acres and Eights. Crusher. You don't like his personal affairs discussed. My advice is not to do anything that gets him upset. Thieves Guild. Hey, this is an honest establishment. You want me to ask Crusher? I'm guessing that he does have something to do with the Thieves Guild. We don't have any money to buy anything, so we're not gonna buy anything. What's this on the floor? You see a crumpled piece of paper under the stool. You pick up the note. You smooth out the piece of paper and read, B. He's starting to get suspicious. Hold off on our meetings for a bit, but I'll keep you posted by these notes. B. Okay, do we keep that? We do. 1 paper piece. Okay. Let's talk to Crusher. Crusher. The goon seems to be ignoring you. Tavern. You seem to have annoyed him. Goon. Crusher bares his teeth at you. Either you are in big trouble now, or that's just his way of smiling. Ah. Oh. Okay. Don't talk to the Crusher. I'm fine. Everything's fine. Go back to Sneaky. Okay. So let's save again. Under night. Said it, only thieves come out at night. I am a thief, so it should be fine. But what's this glowy thing over here? This place seems sinister at night. Some strange object is glowing in the other end of the alley. Looks like this barrel once contained dragon's breath. The bottom's eaten out. Huh. An early model of a hot dog stand. Or could it be a hamburger stand? The barrels are empty and smell of sour beer. See a glint from here. Can I fetch it? Your spells don't seem to work here. Be the aura. Well, let's go get it. Oh god.
That coin light spell gets him every time. See that dagger? Next time, the next one is centered on your back. Give Sneak here your cash. Walk out of here. It's a simple trade, your life for your money.
I don't have any money, so ha. Joke's on you, buddy. Fuck. Can we?
My finger's starting to get a bit twitchy, so forget about the questions. Just pay the man and get out alive.
Alright, well, here's something that we can do. We're a thief, right? We can use the thief's sign. Tell him that we're also a thief. Honor among thieves, all that jazz.
You mean that the first victim we've had in months is a thief? Here I thought we were finally gonna make some money. Tell Crusher that the password is... Schwertfish. He's in the tavern. Now go before I forget you made the sign and I make you pay anyway.
Like I said, dude. I don't have any money. Alright, well. Actually, before we do this, let me just double check the time. Because, remember... Oops. We're losing health. Where do we lose health from? Oh, Crusher. Right. Night is still young and do one. Okay, so let's go back to the inn real quick. Because if you remember, when we were at the inn before, they mentioned their merchant friend was going to come by at night. And we actually really want to talk to him. He has a lot of very important things to say. And he only comes by, like, maybe the first couple of nights, so we want to make sure that we catch him. And there he is. And, take a look. What do we got? The merchant is a rather fat man with a small mustache and beard. He wears a turban. Looks a little sad at the moment, or maybe sleeping? Alright, so we'll talk to him then in the next video.